Well, hello, everybody out there in the Webiverse. My name is Keith. What's your name?
I'm Brad.
And we are the K&B Music Den. This is our very first YouTube video. Brad, we're YouTubers.
Now we are.
It finally happened.
It happened.
We knew this day would come.
Yeah,
We know it.
naturally.
Now, what qualifies Brad and myself to be YouTubers and experts on music? Well, the answer is absolutely nothing, and that's the great thing about YouTube. You can just do it if you want to. But we will say that we've been obsessed with music and friends through music for what?
23 years.
23 years?
23 years.
Who's counting him, I guess.
I had to think about it, yeah.
Yeah. You want to tell a little bit about how we met?
Yeah, I mean, well, what we're doing first is going to be a review of FM by Ryan Adams.
Yes.
Main reason, which is why, hey, look, this is planned. This ain't an accident.
Yeah.
The reason we picked Ryan is because we both worked at the Music Den, which is where we get our name from. I was listening to junk music, and Keith handed me a tape of an artist named Ryan Adams.
Yes, a cassette tape, which is ironic because you just got the album on cassette.
I got the $25 cheap download.
Yeah.
So that changed my life as far as music. I mean, it was like a 15-track Ryan through Whiskey Town, Heartbreaker, Gold.
Yeah.
I mean, it had everything. Demolition was on that, and it was just fantastic. So ever since then, I think I can say he's in my top 3 artists.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So we decided, since we're going to do this is the best place to start, and give you guys our thoughts on it.
Yeah. Well, maybe I am a bit qualified for this because I make a damn good mixtape, don't
You
I?
do. That was a hell of a mixtape. Yeah.
If I do say so myself. But yeah, we decided it would be very appropriate for our very first video to be an album review of the brand new Ryan Adams. He's given us, what, is this a 3rd album this year?
Yeah.
And this is the first one that's not a double album.
Yeah.
So, and again, Music Den was an independent record store in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, which is where we are from. And shout out to Dave and Cheryl Lynn, the owners, and Keith Beatty, the manager at that time.
Yep.
Amazing memories. Hopefully you guys end up watching this. That would mean a lot to us. And we dedicate what we're doing here to you guys. So.
Absolutely.
So you want to dive into the album here, Brad?
Yeah, well, I figured the best way to start, he came out and said, if you've seen Instagram posts, the best album ever is what this was.
Oh,
Did you see that?
I remember that.
So my first question is this the best album ever?
Oh, it's not his best album ever.
That's my second question.
Yeah.
Was going to be, was this his best album ever?
No.
No, okay.
No.
Well, then we're already in the same area. This is
Yeah.
not his best album.
No.
This is not gold.
It's hard. It's so hard with Ryan Adams, folks, because he has so much material, and I include the Whiskey Town stuff in his discography.
Yeah.
And it's so hard because I don't think he's ever put out an album, in my opinion, that has been bad or weak. And this is neither of those.
No.
And of course, I'm sure he was tongue-in-cheek saying it's the best.
Oh, I know he was.
Yeah.
I just had to go there. Just had to.
No, I'm glad you said that, though, because I kind of forgot about that in his little promos.
Yep.
But sorry, I don't want to keep putting my arms out here. But hey, first video.
Hey.
What are you gonna do? But now you're doing it.
Yeah.
But well, back to Ryan. So I enjoyed this album. I think it's a solid affair. I think it was nice to have a more straightforward, concise, rocking album after these 2 double albums that he put out earlier this year, the sprawling albums of Chris and Romeo and Juliet. So I enjoyed a nice, tight, 30-some minute rock and roll album.
I would agree. To me, this album actually felt like an album, where Chris and Romeo and Juliet felt like a collection of songs.
Interesting.
So to me, I felt like this one, he actually went out with the intentions of making an album. To me, there's a lot of highlights. Some songs that are actually in my top 10 Ryan Adams songs now.
Really?
Yes. Yeah. For one of my highlights on the album is Hall of Shame.
Great song.
How do you feel about that one?
Love it.
Okay.
It was a standout for me, too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Lyrically, musically.
And the guitar thing that creeps along and then comes back after he sings, I guess the first chorus. It's
and vocally, he sounds that the song meant something to him. I mean, it was just a very tight.
Yeah.
Like you said, the guitaring is unique.
Well, and his vocals.
Oh yeah.
The past couple years, I'd say, even since the pandemic started, let's say.
Yes.
I don't know. It's like a whole nother gear, and he's always been an amazing vocalist.
Yes.
But he's singing his ass off. I mean,
he is. Yes.
And he's my age, so he's 47. Yeah. Oop,
Yeah.
Just told my age.
Oh, I'm only 25.
Oh, yeah.
So
Plus.
plus, yeah. But to me, yeah, that was a highlight. I really enjoyed
Okay.
Hall of Shame. I thought that
Yeah.
one really stung out. And I said, wow, that to me, that's going to be one of the. If I made a new tape, a new cassette of Ryan,
yeah, which we should.
that one would be on it. So,
Yeah.
how about you? What was your highlight? If you had the one track that you.
Oh, if I only had one, maybe the opening song, "I Want You."
Really?
Because I tell you, and you're gonna know what I mean.
I know where you're going with this.
Go ahead. What am I gonna say?
And I've seen one other person say this too, so I think this is you're the
You're
second
right,
person to say
yeah.
this. Alex Chilton.
Yeah, it sounds
is
like a
Big Star.
It sounds like a big. It sounds like a Big
Yes,
Star song.
It does sound like a Big Star song.
In the guitar
Mhm.
tones and the melody, and I don't mean it's like a rip off of a particular
No.
song, but it's just that vibe of Big Star. And if you don't know what
Mhm.
we're talking about, Big Star was a band from the '70s that is one of the most criminally underrated bands in
Yes.
history.
And need to be checked out if you don't know them.
Yeah, their first two, all their albums, but their first two albums in particular are absolute
Mhm.
masterpieces. Big Star. Adam Duritz from Kind of Cruise is
Oh,
a big
yes.
fan of Big Star,
Oh, yes.
as many other bands. REM were fans.
Yep.
But I digress. So it's kind of a tie for me between "I Want You," the first
Okay.
song that's Big Star-ish for me, and I love "Fantasy File."
Really?
And well, you know why?
Okay.
That saxophone is so killer.
A little E Street band going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
little Clemens in there.
Yep.
That just grabbed me.
Yeah.
But I mean, the whole album, it's a solid effort. And you know, when we do these reviews, there's things we like to touch on,
Mhm.
as you'll notice. One of the things we like to touch on is kind of where does this album
Yes.
stack up in the overall discography of Ryan Adams. Now, again, if you include Whiskey Town, or even if you don't,
Oh.
we're talking about a ton of albums, folks. So
Yes.
what I was hoping that we could do, and I'm
Okay.
surprising him with this, by the way, folks. What I was hoping we could do is we could just look at the last 5 that came out. So there's
Okay.
Wednesdays, Big Colors, Chris, Romeo and Juliet, and now FM.
Okay.
So if we were to loosely, I will put you on the spot to rank
Yes.
those albums right now.
Wednesdays, FM.
Okay, you're going 1, 2, 3, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Wednesdays number 1.
Yeah.
That to me was classic Ryan.
It's unbelievable. Yeah.
So Wednesdays, FM. Then I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna take Romeo and Juliet,
Yeah.
and then Big Colors, and then
Chris.
Chris. The production
Yeah.
on Chris hurt Chris for me.
It did. It hurt it from me too.
Yeah.
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 So even though I knew the question in advance, I'm still going to struggle here for a moment in this ranking. But I'm with him on the number 1. Wednesdays is top shelf Ryan
Yes.
Adams, folks. If you are a fan of his earlier work and you kind of
Mhm.
just fell off in more recent years, Wednesdays is like,
Yeah.
it's mostly just him and a guitar. And it sounds like a long lost Bob Dylan record, quite frankly, with a better vocalist. Sorry. I'm just saying.
I mean, that's a good description
I'm
actually.
just
Yes.
saying, yeah. I love Bob, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
So Wednesdays. Now, my number 2 is actually Romeo and Juliet.
Really?
Because there are songs on there such as, what's the one about Raining in L.A.? Rain in L.A. it's
Oh
called,
yeah. Well, that's
Rain in
gorgeous.
L.A.
Yeah.
and
At Home with the Animals.
At Home with the Animals. And
Yeah.
there's another one I'm blanking on right now. But that album to me is, and it has peaks and valleys. There's
It
like
does.
rock and stuff. There's stuff with
Yep.
just him and the acoustic. It's a fantastic album in my
Mhm.
opinion. So that's my number 2. So what do I have left? I have FM, Chris, and Big Colors.
Yes.
So I'm going to go... I'm actually going to go Big Colors.
Okay.
And then FM would be number 4. And we agree that Chris would be at the bottom.
Yeah.
Not a bad album. Again, just...
A bad Ryan Adams album
Yeah, a bad Ryan Adams album
is a
like,
classic album for any other band.
Well,
Yeah.
that's how we feel, and we're not even kidding. When we say-
Yeah.
I mean, like,
Yeah.
he is like on a pedestal for
Yeah.
us, as you can tell.
Yeah.
As you can tell. Thanks to my buddy Jeff Ratu that painted that for me many years ago. But I tell you, it's so nice to get music from Ryan. And to have him now, we went to see him in Philadelphia
yeah.
recently. Just him and a guitar and a piano. Which did he only play one song on piano or any?
I think it was just one.
Yeah.
Which was a surprise song too. I can't remember what it was. It
Oh,
was something off Wednesdays.
it was
Yeah.
one of the last songs on the album.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. Gosh, every time we even say Wednesdays, I get chills. It's so good.
Wednesdays is a top 5 album for him.
It is,
I think it is.
and this late in his career, man.
Yeah.
Hats off.
Yep.
Hats off, David. So yeah, I mean, I do like FM. I think it's a worthy listen. It's a worthy addition to his stellar discography, no doubt. I'm a little surprised you put it at number 2.
Well, for me, the way I've been looking at it, and I was trying to think about this,
Yeah,
1980s Ryan, which is like the new thing he's been into,
yeah,
has almost been as long as his classic period.
that's
I mean,
true.
he's been doing the 80s sound now since the self-titled, which was what year?
Oh, geez, 2015 or
Oh, I think it was
or before.
I think it was before that, really,
Okay,
wasn't it?
yeah,
I might be
probably.
wrong, but to me, I feel like since the guitar became more of an 80s sounding guitar,
Keep talking. I'll tell
the
you. the year.
reverb.
It's right behind your
Oh,
head.
he's got it. Okay.
It's literally behind your head. Now, if I can read it this small because it's a CD,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
the problem. Oh, are you kidding me?
What year?
2014, it looks like.
Okay, well, that's
Yeah.
pretty good then. 8
Yeah.
years ago. But in that period of time, there's
There
only
he is.
one album to me
There he is.
that was better than FM, and that was Wednesdays.
Yeah.
I mean, Wednesdays was stellar. After that, everything's been mixed for me.
Well, and again, they're long albums.
Yeah.
So he's given us 17-ish songs on
Oh, yeah.
on Chris and Romeo and Juliet. So
Yep.
there's bound to be, not all 5-star songs.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Well, and that goes to another topic with Ryan that a lot of people say, oh, he needs an editor. He puts out too much music. And it's like, I don't know. I mean, he's such a great songwriter that it's like, if you download a 17-song album and you only like 9 or 10 of the songs, then only listen to those. I mean,
Yeah.
I just don't get that. I
It was
mean,
like telling Rembrandt, don't paint 20 paintings. Like,
yeah,
like
exactly.
the other eight paintings that aren't classics are useless all of a sudden.
Yeah. They're still
No. Yeah.
solid.
Yep.
Now, and one more thing I wanted to mention.
Mm-hmm.
I got a vibe on this album. I got that self-titled Prisoner era Ryan, like you said, the 80s kind
Yeah.
of touch with a little bit of Tom Petty mixed in
Yep.
there. But I also, on certain songs, I was getting a hint of Love Is Hell. Just
Really?
some of the guitar tones
Okay,
and
I didn't get that.
the approach to some of the songs.
Any song in particular?
Oh geez, what's the? Oh man, I don't remember now.
Okay.
But it's one of the first. It's in the first half of the album,
Okay.
definitely, and it's kind of how it starts, just like how the music is. And,
Okay.
And it's just the guitar tones. It just kind of gave me like almost like Does Anybody Want to Take Me Home kind of vibe
Okay,
from
I
Love
got
Is
what you're
Hell,
saying. Yeah.
Um,
Now, when she smiles, that made me feel a little gold. I had
Yeah.
a little gold vibe there.
yeah,
I thought, okay,
yeah,
that sounds like it could have been left off gold. Like,
yeah.
yeah.
One of the outtakes and then
Yeah.
there were the outtakes.
Oh, yeah.
The side 4, and then the
Oh,
other
my
outtakes.
gosh.
Oh man, we are going to do lots of different Ryan Adams related videos on this channel.
Yeah.
So if he's not your thing, we apologize in advance. Just
Yep.
you don't have to watch those, but you should listen to him if you're not familiar because he's just absolutely
Yes.
fantastic. Well, this has been fun. Anything you want to add about FM?
No, I mean, overall, I would give it a thumbs up. I mean, if you're
Yeah.
thinking about should I buy it, $25 is high. But this is an artist supporting himself because the industry turned its back on him.
Yeah,
And at this point, he's putting out enough music for everybody. So,
yeah.
I mean, it's a great album. So, yes, I would absolutely say pay the money. And, yeah,
Well, and
get the
then
cassette with it, too. That's a...
sold out.
Oh,
I
did it?
checked. It's sold
Oh,
out.
okay.
So you have a
Okay.
limited edition
Edition?
cassette of this
Hey,
album coming.
fantastic.
Did they give you an idea when it's coming?
No,
No.
no. But still, it's...
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm excited.
You can listen to the download in the meantime, like we have
Yep,
been for this
absolutely.
review. So again, he's Brad. I'm Keith. This is the K&B Music Den. Folks, we are so excited to finally be on YouTube.
Yes.
We've had some delays in the recent times due to different circumstances and things going on in our lives, but we are so happy to finally
Absolutely.
be here. We're YouTubers, buddy.
We are.
We're officially
We are.
YouTubers.
We are
I don't
now
know if anybody's
online.
going to care, but we do, and I'm sure my mom will watch because
Yeah.
I'll just make her.
Why not?
So as I see all the people that I watch make YouTube videos that I'm so inspired by, and I'll be mentioning them along the way as we go, and giving shout outs to people that have inspired us to even start this channel. But as they always say, please hit the like button if you like this video. Please share it on social media. Please subscribe. That's the main thing. Please subscribe to our channel, and you can be notified every time we drop a new video. We got lots of album reviews coming for you. It's a fantastic
Yes.
year for music so far.
Oh, my goodness.
It's hard to keep up.
It is.
But this was actually, I think, a perfect time for us to
Yeah.
jump in
It was.
and start doing these reviews. And we have plenty of other content we're going to do. So we'll keep you informed about that as well. So once again, for Brad, I'm Keith. This is K&B Music Den. And this was FM by Ryan Adams. We'll see you soon, folks.
You have
Take
a good
care.
night.
Thanks a lot.